Hello again, Pottsville fans. I hope you are fired up for another season of Pottsville Apache football right here on the Russellville Sports Network. Tonight's game is being made possible by our friends at Razor Polish, the sharpest concrete floors in America. Apache football is also being brought to you by Tyson Foods, feeding you and all of our athletes like family. By Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. By Farm Credit Services of Western Arkansas, providing financing for agricultural operating needs, livestock, and equipment purchases. Apache football on the Russellville Sports Network is proudly brought to you by Rose Drug of Russellville, caring for you, service to all. Tonight's game is also made possible by Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving Arkansas families and businesses since 1991. And showing their Pottsville pride by sponsoring Apache football on RSN is G-Race Trucking, keeping the River Valley moving. Your boys are about to take the field, Pottsville fans. Remember to show your Apache pride by hitting that subscribe button and telling someone you know about Pottsville Apache football right here on the Russellville Sports Network. All right, let's send it out to the Bully Barn to hear from Coach Brian Rust, who's standing by with the voice of the Pottsville Apaches, Mr. Steve Glenn.
Welcome back to Pottsville Apache football. Great to have you before Friday Night Lights as the Apaches at home against one of the best teams in the state at any level, the Tigers of Charleston. And Coach Ryan Staggs is kind enough to join us before the ball game tonight to kind of talk over things a little bit. Let's go back last week, though. Speaking of teams that are perennial powers, that kind of last minute, the Bearden Bears agreed to come up here, and it turned out to be a fun game.
Well, it was a great game. I guess on Wednesday we get that call from Green Forest that they've quarantined and lost, and we start working the phones and trying to find a game, and Bearden was gracious enough to agree to come up here and play us, and we were happy to get them on the schedule and be able to get our guys out there on a Friday night, and things went great.
Yeah. Well, and how tough is it to get a team ready to play when you really have no scout on the other guys, no time to put one together?
Well, it's funny you say that. You know, I think that goes into all the hard work they put in the summer, all the team camps, and seeing all the different kinds of offenses and the planning that Coach Kaufman did defensively and Coach Jones did offensively of blocking multiple fronts and getting all the looks. I think you just lean on all that hard work that you do in the spring and the summer. But it's an uneasy feeling as a coach to go into there for sure.
Yeah, it's tough if they're lining up to do something you don't really have any.
It's been since June. That's 100% right.
Well, that was a game where Pottsville took control early, and it's been a little while since we've done that. That had to make everyone feel better on the sidelines.
Yeah, you know, one of the big things is we took care of the football against EPC. We're real loose with the football. Kept putting it on the ground and either giving it up or giving up, you know, going backwards and killing drives. And so offensively, our backs did a great job securing the ball, and man, came out like our hair was on fire. So we need that same kind of start tonight.
I thought defensively, yeah, I know we come out and score on the first few possessions, but I thought defensively kind of set the tone for the team. The defensive line, I thought, just dominated the game.
They absolutely did. KJ Spencer, Alex Moats, Isaac Cox, Nathan Paramo, those guys really set the tone up front. Of course, Mahan gets to clean up. I'm sure you guys say his name a lot. He really cleaned up, but those guys did an outstanding job.
We did talk about Landon quite a little bit, but as I think back now, seems like we called Paramo's name an awful lot. I don't know how many tackles he had, but we called his name a bunch.
Yeah, Nathan's probably our strongest kid on our cleans and our squats and bench presses that we worked, and just a hard-working kid, and he's earned every bit of that.
Late in the game, you kind of had control of things, got a chance to take a look at some guys who might not normally hit the field. Anybody impress you in the second and third team groups?
Well, I'll tell you, Isaiah Nason coming in and being able to run the offense, and the times that we live in with quarantines and COVID, it's always great to see him come in and be able to run the offense. And I thought he did a great job of that, of getting everyone lined up, no motion penalties, getting everybody on the line, being able to execute the offense. So I would say that was a really impressive thing for us.
Charleston Tigers at John Needham Stadium tonight. We'll look forward to talking about the Tigers with Coach Ryan Staggs joining us on our pregame show. We'll be back with more Pottsville Apache football. Stephen Glenn, Coach Ryan Staggs, and then Brother Jim Huffman will join us a little bit later. Brother Jim was away on assignment last week, but we'll have him back for tonight's game. If the good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, as the old saying goes. Coach Staggs, thank you for your time on a busy Friday morning. Charleston, the Tigers, well, what do you know? Another spread team we get to face.
Yeah, another spread team, which kind of, I say, helps us. They're very good at it. This is going to be the most talented team we faced. But the good thing is all the formations, the motions, and things that we've seen are things that we've been seeing against EPC and things Bearden were trying to do. So we know what to expect from them as opposed to last week when we were playing Bearden last second. So they've certainly got some good athletes, and we're excited about the opportunity to take on that challenge.
I guess like with any team, the athletes start with the quarterback, but this one's a really good one. He does a lot of good things.
He is a good one. Great athlete, really strong. They'll do a good job of he hurts you with his legs and his arms. So one of the concerns tonight, just getting all their read option plays. They'll run zone read, jet read, a lot of different reads, and we've been working on eye discipline, getting guys in the right position, and making sure we understand our responsibilities. The other thing is he can really buy time on pass plays, rolling out and working on our secondary, not having those eyes in the backfield. So
now, when he goes rolling out, is he automatically looking to just pull the football down and take off, or is he
not necessarily? He's more than capable of beating you with his feet, and they'll do a lot of design runs for him. But he's got a very strong arm. Against Dardanelle, one of the touchdowns, he rolls around, buys a lot of time, and kind of gets lost behind their secondary receiver does, and throws it about 45 in the air. So,
which brings me to my next question: how impressive was it with that win they had over Dardanelle?
Boy, it was very impressive. Very impressive. You know, their defense played really well, holding Dardanelle to 9 points. Special teams will really jump off the field at you tonight. We've talked about it all week. They've got an outstanding kicker. Almost every drive that Dardanelle started, the ball was kicked either in the end zone or to the 3 or 5. So I think that does wonders for their defense as well. So special teams will be a big part of it tonight too.
And how tough is that on an offense? Whenever time they get the football, they got to go 80 yards.
Well, I think it's really tough, and I think Landon Mahan, Nathan Paramo for us have did a really good job on kickoff, and our kickoff coverage team has did a good job for us on that as well. We feel like we've improved there in our average start position, and we're hoping to do that tonight as well.
So realizing I'm just a fan somebody gave a microphone to, if I'm watching the game tonight, what's the thing I need to watch for as a key for a Pottsville win?
I think the key to the Pottsville win, honestly, is us setting the edge, us making them run between the tackles and not eliminating big plays, making them earn everything, not giving them huge chunk yards, not hitting the big seam routes. You go back and watch Dardanelle, they scored on a lot of big plays, making them earn everything and being real patient and settling in defensively will be a big key.
All right, and kind of an early morning call for the coaching staff here this morning because junior high and underclass football last night. How'd the Under Apaches?
Oh, man, it was outstanding. Our 7th grade came out last night and really played well. Got up 24-0 early, got everybody in the game, and the final score in the 7th grade was 24-0. Junior high performed just as well, or maybe even better. Same way we started on defense. Scored the first 3 possessions. We got to run our 2-minute drill. Didn't quite get it in, so we found some things we need to work on at the end. But went into halftime, I think 24-0. First few plays, pop that last one, get the last touchdown in, and the game ended at 32-0. And we're really happy about that.
All right. Any injuries from last week's game for the senior Apaches we need to be concerned with? I don't remember anybody.
Man, we feel healthy, very blessed, very fortunate right now that we're full speed week 3.
All right. Coach Ryan Staggs, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Steve.
I'm Stephen Glenn. We'll be back with Jim Huffman as we continue on our pregame show. It's the Apaches versus the Tigers tonight. We'll be back with more Pottsville Apache football after this.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to John Needham Stadium on the campus of Pottsville High School. Tonight we have Pottsville Apache football in one of the games that, well, might actually be one of the games that's probably most watched in the 3A and 4A divisions, as two undefeated teams meeting here at John Needham Stadium. The Pottsville Apaches taking on the Tigers of Charleston. And what was that you told me earlier, Jim?
Steve, I can't remember. I told you many things earlier, but I can tell you this, that we're going to have a tiger by the tail tonight.
That's what I was looking for. The what was it, an old Buck Owens song, if memory serves. I've got a tiger by the tail.
yeah. You know, and you don't want me to sing that, do you? No.
I was thinking about singing it, and thankfully our producer over here, Justin Smith, talked me out of it by basically threatening to strangle me with a mic cord. So that probably would be a bad idea, but a good football team in the Charleston Tigers, and this is going to be kind of a classic matchup of football. The Pottsville Apaches with their wing hang on to the football against the Tigers that are going to spread it out. They're going to put slots on both sides of the field. They're going to put trips on one side of the field, and they're going to wing it all over the place. And if we have the receiver covered, oh, by the way, Brandon Scott ran for something like 200 yards against Dardanelle.
Wow. You know, Steve, I don't want to sound like Doc Brown off Back to the Future, but we might be saying a lot of great Scott tonight.
He is a good one, I kid you not. The teams have taken the field, at least the captains have. Charleston won the toss. They've deferred their option. Mildly surprised Charleston didn't want the football. I guess they want to see the Apache wing tee on the first possession of tonight's game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Steve, for them to, decline receiving the football, but hopefully that wing tee is going to be a surprise for them tonight.
The Charleston captains, by the way, number 42, Ransom Mirchika, and number 58, Lane Moore. Pottsville captains included K.J. Spencer, Landon Mahan, and the quarterback Cooper Duval, who will need to have a very good game for Pottsville tonight if the Apaches want to come out victorious.
Yeah, we need Cooper to have a big game along with all the running backs that have been carrying the ball for the Pottsville Apaches. And so here we go, Steve. It's going to be a great night of football here at John Needham Stadium.
Coach Ryan Staggs did our pregame show, and it was a pleasure to talk to him. And the final question, as I normally ask, is what's the key to a Pottsville victory? And Coach Staggs says we got to avoid giving up big plays. We don't want to give up the long gains. Apparently, the Tigers had really good luck last week against the Sand Lizards, throwing a lot of seam routes, which a seam route, basically, you've got the slot man who's trying to get in between where the coverage is confused on who picks him up. Although you were a D-back, maybe you can explain it better than I.
Well, Steve, back in my day, we played thirds. And so when you were in the zone, that's what you do. You played a shallow third or a deep third, depending on which was the strong side of the field. So it's going to be interesting if we do go to man-to-man and to see if we can keep up with this bunch of Tiger receivers that we're going to be facing tonight.
Yeah, they are some high-quality receivers, no doubt about that. And the other thing I found particularly interesting as I was doing the coaches show today was that Brandon Scott, yes, he has the ability to run the football, but unlike a lot of spread formation teams, if he brings the ball down and starts running, he's not looking to run. He's looking to run first to get open so he can throw it down the field. I think one of his touchdown passes against Dardanelle, Coach Staggs told me, was something like 42 or 44 yards in the air.
Wow.
It wasn't throw it 5 yards and run for 40. It was 42 or 48 yards actually in the air.
Wow.
So
deep ball.
Deep ball. Yep, deep ball. So he has got a strong throwing arm.
Well, Steve, I heard something, too, about Coach Staggs said, and we're about to see right now, special teams, they said they are very gifted in special teams. So that might be a game breaker for Pottsville. So we have to protect the football on the kickoff return, punt return, kickoff, everything we do. We've got to make sure that our special teams is going to be better than theirs.
Brian Ketter is their kickoff man, and I'm told he has a very, very strong leg. Most of the time, Dardanelle spent having to go 80 yards or more with the football. I think Coach Staggs told me he had 5 kickoffs, and 3 of them went through the end zone, and 3 more died at about the 2-yard line, and that's quite a weapon. The Charleston Tigers are here. They are ready to get everything kicked off and up and going. And they will kick from our left to our right. Ketter has the ball teed on the left side hash mark. Back deep, three-man formation. Adrian Hall is who the Apaches would like to have catch the ball. Here is the boot, and it's going to go into the end zone about 4 yards deep, and that's going to be no return and the automatic touchback. And just as we told you earlier, Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. So the Apaches need to get one of the grounded out kind of drives going.
Well, Steve, it's going to be interesting who gets to carry the ball first tonight. I'm going to say it's probably going to be number 3 for the Apaches, Adrian Hall. I just feel like he's going to have an opportunity to maybe to get one around the corner.
That would be an excellent first call. Landon Mahan opens in the backfield. Cooper Duval up over center. From the 20-yard line on the right side hash, quick snap. Mahan, the first man through, coming right between the guard and tackle. Landon Mahan gets ahead maybe to the 21-yard line before the left side of the Tiger defensive line corrals him for a stop, pickup of about a yard.
Yeah, Steve, boy, you're talking about a defensive line. Those guys for the Charleston Tigers, man, they look like the real deal.
They look big and they look strong. I think Roy Hudson was the first man there from his left side defensive tackle position. 2nd down and 9 for Pottsville. Ball's right in the center of the field. Wing T formation. Motion man is Hall coming right to left. Toss sweep. Hall has it at the 20, but he is met by a host of Tigers just as he turned it upfield and tackled right at the 20-yard line for no gain at all. None. It's right at the 21.
Well, the first 2 plays, Steve, they have shut down the running game for the Apaches. It's going to be interesting what we do here 3rd and long.
Yep, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. 3rd down and long. Pottsville does not want to go 3 and out if they don't have to. 3rd down and 9 for Pottsville. They are at their own 21-yard line. 10:55 to go, first quarter action. Looks like Hall is the single back in the backfield. Duval, motion man left to right. They're going to give it to the running back Hall on the trap play. Got to the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. I said Hall. That was Hunter Mahan they gave the ball to. And very little to no gain on the play. Maybe he got another yard out to the 23.
Well, Steve, we talked about the special teams, and, of course, our punt team is going to have to come up big right now. Hopefully we can flip the field.
Back deep for the Apaches in punt formation. I think that's KJ Spencer. Low snap. Spencer picks it up, gets the kick off, a high kick. It turns over nicely, hits at the Charleston 45, takes a bounce to the 40, to the 39, and then back to the 40, where it is down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, I believe that was Tyler Davis down in the ball there on special teams for the Apaches.
I believe you're right. Pretty good field position for this Charleston offense. They're going to mark the football right at the 40-yard line. Again, Brandon Scott is the quarterback. Looks like kind of a traditional, perhaps, pistol formation. Scott in the shotgun, now brings a motion man right to left. They give it on the jet sweep and turning the corner at the 41, the 42-yard line. That's Reese Mercheka carrying the ball. Good coverage by the Apache linebackers on the jet sweep.
I'm going to tell you what, Reese that time, number 2 for the Charleston Tigers, he made a move on one of our quickest guys. That young man can flat fly.
Yes, he can. He was eating up ground in a hurry. Double slot formation. Pistol in the backfield. Ball is on the left hash on 2nd down and 7. Scott takes it, play fake, throws over the middle. There's that seam route, but it falls incomplete at the 40-yard line. Cash Watts, the intended receiver. Cooper Duval had coverage, and the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, Steve, it froze the defensive backs just for a minute on the run option, and so they stopped in their tracks, and then he pulled the ball out, and then he threw almost a dart, but glad it was just a little bit short.
Double slot formation again, 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 8. Motion man left to right. Scott straight back to pass. Has a screen complete at the 40 to the 45 across midfield into Apache territory at the 45 to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Pass completion to Thomas Bird. Landon Mahan came up from the linebacking spot to make the stop, but that's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, you're actually seeing a well-executed offense right now for this Charleston team.
Pickup of 16 on the play for the 1st down. No score in this game, 9:18 to play in the quarter, just underway. Kind of an offset pistol formation. Scott with a straight keeper brings it right up the hash mark, right up the middle, across the 40 to the 39 to the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Brian Sanchez for the Apaches. And they actually spot the ball down at the 39-yard line, so a knee hit a little further back than I thought. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
All right. Waiting to get the play in from the sideline.
But we appreciate everybody joining us for tonight's ball game. 2nd down and long. Ball is on the left hash. Short side left, wide side right. Slot on both sides of the formation. Again, an offset. Back to pass. Scott looking right the whole way on the curl route. Has it timed perfectly. Complete at the 20 to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown to Mercheka. No penalty flags, and that is the first score of the ball game.
Wow. Steve, you're talking about striking that quick, and you're talking about throwing a dart. Scott that time found Reese there that time, number 2, and man, just like that, 6 points on the board.
That was a perfectly timed route too. Looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2 here. I'm not sure what this formation is. I have a man standing up in the backfield and a couple of slots. It's a direct snap. That's probably Scott they snapped it to, and he's met right in the middle, so the 2-point conversion will be no good. 8:29 to go in the quarter. The Charleston Tigers in the end zone first. They lead at 6-0. We're back in just a moment. You're with Pottsville Apache football.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Pottsville's defense was struck by the teeth of the Tigers on their first possession. They moved the ball 60 yards, 5 plays, 41-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Scott to the speedster Mercheka, and Pottsville trails 6-0. Boy, that was quick.
Yep, Steve, it was, and our D-backs, they're going to be tested tonight.
And once again, Charleston kicking off. A kick goes through the end zone again, and once again, Pottsville's going to take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line with 8:29 to play in the first quarter. And I mean, Adrian Hall didn't have a chance to come up for that ball.
No, not at all. And, you know, Steve, and one thing you can see, you know, Charleston, you're talking about state championship football. I don't know how many titles they've won over the years, but they have many state titles. And it seems like they just, you know, they don't have to rebuild. They just reload every year, it seems like.
Well, they are something else, aren't they? Coming to the left side of the formation, Bryce Villarreal. He'll line up at the wing. The quarterback is up under center. That's Cooper Duval. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Hall, the lead blocker. We have first down yardage across the 30, outside the numbers to the 35 to the 36-yard line. Caleb Metcalf, the ball carrier. And that is the first Pottsville Apache first down, brought to you by Heirloom Legal.
Yeah, Metcalf, big number 22, or little number 22, man. He found the corner, stayed around his blockers, and picked up that first down for the Apaches. First one of the night.
And that is a pickup of 14 yards on the carry for the first down for the Apaches. 1st and 10, Pottsville at their own 34, wide side right, short side left. 2 backs in the backfield, and they're going to give it on the dive play, coming straight ahead across the 35. Metcalf again carries across the 36, where he is tackled there by the linebacking core of the Tigers. Tackle is made by Hunter Little. Well, that's a good name for a linebacker, isn't it?
Hunter Little.
Hunter Little. I like that.
And he is not little.
He is not little. And he most definitely is a hunter, because he was hunting the ball carrier there.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yep. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8 for Pottsville. 7:30 to go in the first. From the Apache's own 36-yard line, wide side right, Duval back to pass. Now he's under pressure, rolls right, and wisely just airmails the ball on the sideline. Good job by the Charleston defensive line putting pressure on Cooper Duval. Pass intended for Adrian Hall, but really that was just thrown away out of bounds.
Yeah.
I believe that was Lane Moore, number 58, who was putting pressure on the play.
Yeah, when Adrian Hall broke the line of scrimmage, he was open just for a second, but there was no way for Cooper to get the ball to him.
Third down for the Apaches at their own 36. Single wide out right, the wide side of the field. Wing T formation, counter give coming this way. Crosses the 35 to the left of the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Forward progress will put it at the 38. Ball carrier was again Metcalf, but that's going to bring up fourth down and long.
Yeah.
Tackle again made by Brady Clayton, and it's going to bring up fourth down for the Apaches from their own 38-yard line.
Well, we need another good punt here, Steve, and flip the field. Play some defense.
And once again, I believe it's Reynolds in our punt formation. Better snap this time. Low line drive kick, spinning sideways. This will be fun to field. Takes a roll to the 30-yard line, picked up by the deep man of the Tigers, and he is swarmed under trying to go to the left sideline. Went more left to right than he did up and down the field. Really no return at all. Ball was returned by Bryson Kendricks, and Charleston will take over with 6:38 to go in the quarter. Tigers take over at their own 33-yard line on the 1st and 10. So how long do you think it'll take before we see another seam route here?
Pretty quick, Steve. It's coming.
Pottsville showing cover 2. And the linebackers playing it straight up. Offset I formation. Now they empty the backfield in motion left to right. Quarterback Scott back to pass. He's under pressure, and he is going to get sacked back at the 25-yard line. The blitz by Alex Moats. He beat the blocker.
I believe it. I don't know if it was Moats. I couldn't really see that number. It was either that or KJ Spencer.
I think it's going to be KJ Spencer getting credit.
Yeah.
KJ Spencer with the sack. Well, that's one way to prevent a seam route.
Well, that's the way to do it right there, Steve.
Loss of 8 on the play. 2nd and 18 for the Tigers. Charleston with a 6-0 lead. 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ball is on the left hash, open field right, and Pottsville jumps into the neutral zone. Now, I think I might have seen a left guard move for Charleston,
Well,
but we'll
Steve,
see.
that's what I thought too. But
Nope, offside on the Apaches.
oh, wow.
So that should put the ball out to the 31-yard line. Oh, 2nd down and 13. Probably a hard count by Braden Scott. Not only is he a good athlete, he's a very smart one too. 3rd down and long. Again, the Tigers empty the backfield. Scott fumbles the ball. It's loose on the ground. I don't know if Scott got back on it or if the Apaches recovered it. Looks like Charleston comes back with it. It looks like it was Warren Pilstrom coming up with the fumble, and that ball just fell out of his hands.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you it was due to Apache pressure, but it really wasn't. Although there was pressure coming up the middle, that may have distracted the quarterback Scott a little bit. Loss will put the ball back at the Tiger 29. 3rd down and 16. A pistol formation. Scott, the quarterback. Bring a motion man out of the slot, left to right. Here comes some trickeration. They give it to the slot man. Now he turns the corners. The Apaches defend it well, bringing it up the field across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The ball carrier was Brayton Ketter, but he had nowhere to go. That play was stopped short of the 32-yard line.
Yeah, great defense that time by the host of Apaches, just spreading that ball out, contained, stayed, and just a great defensive play.
I want to say it was Tyler Davis that kept contain on the outside, and that was another one of the things that Coach Staggs told me was going to be important, keeping contain. 4th down and long. Tigers have it at their own 31-yard line. 4:26 left to go. Now watch out here because Brandon Scott is the punter. And in fact, the Apaches, I think, are playing punt safe. They have one man deep, but they got man-to-man coverage and a linebacker coming. Scott hits a booming kick. Well, he nailed this. Hits at the Apache 17. Hall picks it up. He's got room to run. Back across the 20. Cuts to the middle of the field at the 25. And he's brought down there, but what a boot.
Yeah, I don't know if he wanted to return that ball or not, Steve. It just kind of bounced, and it was coming right at him, and so he said, well, I got it. I got to go.
Almost hit him in the chest off the bounce, didn't it?
Right, it did. So I thought he was going to let it go, but Good thing he did field it and picked up a few yards after the catch.
Well, and I think perhaps even more importantly, he also saved the Apache some field position.
Yeah, that's right.
Wide out for Pottsville. That's Villarreal going to the right side, the wide side of the field. Short side left. Apache's in the wing T. Cooper Duval under center. Motion man is Hall coming right to left. They fake the toss to him and then give it to Metcalf. Comes straight ahead to the line of scrimmage of the 25, between the tackle and guard to the 26, and no further there as he is driven down by the defensive line of the Tigers. I believe that might have been Clifford on the tackle, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Metcalf, I'm going to tell you what, didn't have a lot of running room, and that defensive front, you're talking about playing good technique for this Charleston Tiger defensive team. Steve, they are staying they're in their positions and just filling the gap.
2nd down and 10 for Pottsville. They'll start at their own 25. Again, the wing T, quick snap, give it to Mahan, the fullback. He's met in the hole. Ball knocked out of his hands. It's loose on the ground, and Charleston is going to come up with the fumble recovery. Boy, I thought we had that cured last game.
Boy, Steve.
So a important turnover here.
Number 53, Daniel Heiss.
Number 53 on the recovery. And really good field position for Charleston. They'll start 1st and 10 at the Apache 24-yard line. Boy, you don't want to give this offense a short field.
You sure don't. Hopefully our defense can get the ball back.
In the backfield is Braden Scott, also Reese Merchika back with him in a power formation. They give it to Merchika, starts inside, sees an angle, cuts it outside, hits open field at the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Charleston. And a 24-yard touchdown run. Boy, wow, what a move. He made one move and he was gone.
Steve, I just watched him on the very first carry. I thought, man, this guy's going to give us trouble tonight. He is so fast.
Picked up 24 yards there on the touchdown. Again, it looks like Charleston is going to do some kind of they're going to line up in a trick play. Now, they may go back and try a simple conversion.
Kind of like the swinging gate or something?
And that's what it looks like, the swinging gate formation. We'll see who the ball gets snapped to. No, they're not going to kick it. They're just going to try to run it in. Scott rolls to the right, looking in the end zone, now takes it down, and he gets run out of bounds short of the – no, they say he stepped in. Well, I didn't think he was anywhere close, but the official on the play said the two-point conversion is good. So with 3:14 to go in the quarter, Charleston 14, Pottsville nothing. We're back with more Apache football in 30 seconds.
Pottsville 0.
Is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
The Pottsville Apaches have dug a rather large hole here, Jim, at the start. 14-0 Charleston with the lead.
Yeah, with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
So another kickoff by Brighton Ketter. And the Apaches have had the ball this will be their fourth possession, and they've started at the 20, the 20, and the 25. This is familiar. Ketter with the kick low line drive this time going to be taken by an up man of the Apaches. Return across the 10 to the center of the field at 15, coming left to the 20, to the 25, to the 28, to the 29-yard line. Returned by Nick Bosold on the return, and that'll be the best starting position of the night for Pottsville.
Yeah, good return by Bosold that time. Nick did a good job. He followed his blockers and got about as much yards as he possibly could.
Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line on the left hash. So it'll be short side left, wide side right. Cooper Duval in the huddle, calling the play. I noticed Charleston at the moment has 10 men in the box. Now they back a couple out, but they're really crowding the line. Out of the wing tee, Duval, snap count, toss sweep coming to the right side. That's Metcalf. Had running room for the moment as he got to the hash, turned it up at the 30 to the 31, but the running room closed in a hurry, and Metcalf is brought down after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, Mareka was there on the tackle, Steve. Once again, he's playing both sides of the football.
Pickup is 3, 2nd and 7 from the 32-yard line, and the officials take a timeout for a moment. I don't know why, but probably sent an Apache player to the sideline with an equipment issue.
Yeah, I think it is, Steve. It looks like it looks like Metcalf, number 22.
He comes to the sideline, and looked like Tyler Davis replaced him in the lineup. Let me see who's in the backfield. As Cooper Duval lines up. Quick snap, give to the fullback. That's Mahan, and he is met by about 3 Charleston Tigers in the backfield with absolutely no place to go. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 53, Daniel Heiss, with his 2nd tackle of the night. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and long, Steve, and we haven't put the ball in the air yet. Well, we tried once, but it's kind of interesting to see if we're going to throw here.
Well, and the way Charleston is selling out on the interior of the defensive line, if we have a screen pass, this might be a good time to try it. We'll see. 3rd down and 7. Cooper Duval under center. Motion man is Hall, right to left. They give it on a counter. Mahan has running room, crosses the 40, the 45, into Tiger territory, makes a move at the 35, gets inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tyler Davis, the ball carrier. I saw the one, thought it was Mahan. It was Tyler Davis who got deep into Tiger territory to the Charleston 29-yard line. Counter.
Wow, Steve,
Mahan has running room, crosses the 40, the 45, into Tiger territory, makes a move.
Tyler Davis is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Heirloom Legal, 1st down for the Pottsville Apaches, now on the Tiger side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 29. Hall in motion left to right. Tigers jump into the neutral zone but get back in time. Now the Apaches changing play at the line. 10 on the play clock. Out of the wing tee, they're going to give it straight ahead. Running room up the middle from the 28 to the 27. Landon Mahan may have fought his way forward behind the center to the 26-yard line.
Yep. Well, Steve, you talking about getting back in the ball game with about 1 minute left in this first quarter. We need a score here.
Yeah, most certainly. On 1st down, the gain is 4, 2nd and 6, which is kind of what any type of T offense is designed to do, or the flex bone, if you will. Going wide to the right side of the formation is Aiden Grant. He brought the play in. No wide on the left, so 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. A couple of wings. They fake a motion man. Cooper on the option, pitches it to Hall, and Hall is going to be stacked up by about 4 Tiger players. The Tigers' defensive line just absolutely shed their blockers, and Hall had nowhere to go.
Yeah, he was on an island that time by himself.
Yeah,
wow.
He really did have absolutely no place to go. Loss of 6 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Be ashamed to waste that 1st down, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, but I believe we're 4 down territory here.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get a 1st down on this 3rd down here.
Although I don't know that we're going to get a play off here. No. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. No, we won't. We have reached the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, the Charleston Tigers 14, Pottsville Apaches nothing. We're back in 1 minute with more Pottsville Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back to John Needham Stadium in Pottsville. We would like to say congratulations to the maintenance department of the Pottsville School District. Their fine work was honored here at the end of the first quarter. I get to work with Greg Sutterfield at the middle grades and elementary, and I know Mr. Sutterfield has done several things to make my life much easier as we have deployed technology. Pottsville trails this game 14-0. They face a rather important 3rd and 12. They are at the Tiger 31. Wide side left, short side right is the ball on the right hash. Motion man left to right. They're going to give it to the motion man Metcalf. Tries angling to the left, gets inside the 30 down to the 29, and then he is met by the Charleston linebacking core, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 10. And I'm like you, Jim, I kind of think Pottsville has to go for it.
Yeah, I think we do, Steve, and it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't have that little wheel route that we've run before, or at either that or the old standby skinny post.
Skinny post.
Yeah.
Although we haven't seen that all year.
I know.
Out of the wing tee, the flexbone offense led by Cooper Duval at the line of scrimmage, which is just inside the 30. Wide side right. Metcalf comes in motion. Duval back to pass. Fakes it to Metcalf. He's wide open on the left. Metcalf rolls it right. Throws it up in the end zone for Mahan. Overthrows it, and it falls incomplete in the end zone. Almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete at the goal line, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, Steve, if there was a time I wanted an interception, it was there because he was on his knees. If he caught the ball, they would have had the ball on the 1. Instead, they're going to get decent field position.
Over to Charleston.
Yeah, Mahan was running that wheel route, in fact, and he was going up the sideline, was open for a brief period of time, but the throw would have had to have been dead solid perfect because the deep part of the Charleston zone was closing very, very quickly. So the Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Their quarterback, Brandon Scott, takes the shotgun snap, rolls it to the right. Throw is intercepted by the Apaches. It's picked off by number 21, Tyler Davis, at the 40. He returns it up the left side to the 35-yard line, and Pottsville back in business in Tiger territory.
Steve, that's what we're talking about. You know, we were talking about our defensive backs, our D-backs are going to have a big game, and that time Tyler Davis, number 21, stepped up big for the Apaches.
To the right. Throw is intercepted by the turnover. They're going to rule Davis out of bounds at the Tiger 41-yard line, which is still excellent field position.
I wonder if he said Oski. Back in the day, that's what you said. If you intercept, you had to say Oski.
Oski. I like that. Apache football out of the wing tee, the flex bone at the 42-yard line. And a counter give to Metcalf, met in the hole by the nose guard. Metcalf makes him miss, brings it up the left hash to the 38 to the 37-yard line. They say as a running back, you got to make one guy miss, and Metcalf did there and got forward progress to the 37.
Yeah, a good run that time, and that was all Metcalf. You know, dodging. He did stay behind a blocker, but picked up some positive yards for the Apaches.
Pickup of about 6. Of about 5, between 4 and 5. Let's call it 2nd down and a long 5 for Pottsville. Charleston with a 14-0 lead, 10:30 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Apaches bring a motion man left to right. They toss it to him on the sweep. That's Hall. Makes a man miss, and then good blocking. Gets across the 31. Outside of the numbers at the 30-yard line. May have fallen forward to the 29, but that's going to be a Pottsville Apache heirloom legal 1st down.
Steve, man, heirloom legal. We need to hear more of that.
Pickup of 7 on the play for the Apaches, and I show that as Pottsville's 2nd first down of this first half. But the Apaches on the march after the interception. They have moved the ball to the Tiger 30. Ball is on the right hash. 2 wideouts in the wing tee. Mahan, the running back. They fake it to him, give it to Metcalf. He turns the corner, cuts it back inside, steps up the middle behind the center from the 30 to the 29, and then falls forward to the 28 where he is tackled there after a pickup of about a yard.
Yeah, that's about all he got, Steve, that time. Not a lot of running room for Metcalf.
Number 61, Trevor Jones.
Tackle made by number 61, Trevor Jones. 2nd down and 9 for the Apaches. In fact, they actually put it at the 29-yard line. So Pottsville will have it there. 2nd down and long. Two backs in the backfield this time, wing on the left side, and they give it quickly on the dive on the blast, I should say, to Metcalf. Takes it straight up the hash mark from the 27 to the 26. Gets forward progress to the 25-yard line before Hunter Little can make the stop. And actually, they're going to mark him back at the 26-yard line. So pick up a 3, 3rd down and long.
Once again, 4-down territory, Steve, but man, it'd be nice to get the first down here.
Well, and once again, I think you're right, Jim. I think Pottsville in 4-down territory. Apache's offense says Aiden Grant wide to the left. Bryson Villarreal, the wing on the left side. Nobody split out wide to the right. Duval under center, toss, sweep, student body left. They give it to Metcalf. He brings it inside the hash, crosses the 21 to the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's going to be another Pottsville Apache heirloom legal, 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, tough running and just downhill running that time by Metcalf. And I'm glad to see him bounce because when he got hit low and then he got hit high. But Metcalf, I'm going to tell you what, he is one tough cookie.
And again, that was just the old USC student body left out of a different formation. But, hey, it worked. 1st and 10 Pottsville at the Tiger 19. Motion goes right to left. Duval fakes the pitch, rolls right, looking over the middle, and he'll throw it into double coverage, and it's short of Aiden Grant. Falls incomplete, but he had nothing there. Duval rolled it to the right, and the Charleston defensive linebacking core got their drop in the zone perfectly. It was intended for Mahan, but there was no way to get that ball through.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and long. I like the play call on 1st down. Try to put the ball in the air a little bit, but it will fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage is still the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 10 for Pottsville. 8:06 to go, 2nd quarter action. Charleston leads it 14-0. The Apaches looking for a chance to get on the scoreboard here, but it's 2nd and long. On the left hash, Duval dropped the snap, picked it up. They get it to Grant. He tries to cut it outside. Good job by the Charleston defenders. There were about 4 Tigers there to make the stop. Adrian Hall with a good job even getting any kind of play off. I think Brady Clayton may have made the stop. And the loss is back to the 24-yard line.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, once again, Steve, 3rd and forever.
Well, that's the 2nd fumble tonight, though, for the Apaches. I kind of thought maybe we had that eliminated from game 1, but that's the fumble on the exchange there, and it makes it hard to get positive yards. 3rd down and long for Pottsville. 3rd down and 15 from the Tiger 24. Cooper Duval fakes the toss sweep, looks over the middle, screen pass complete to number 11, Landon Mahan, brings it forward. He gets tackled at the 20-yard line, and then a penalty flag falls in while Mahan was falling, and it looked like he might have got tackled by the face mask.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's what they're going to call, and I hope it's the 15-yard.
Well, I would think it would be because it looked like that's what the Tiger player used to tackle Landon. Yeah. You know, so you give the pass completion. That's good to the 21-yard line. And then we'll see on the penalty flag, they do call the personal foul, so it is a 15-yard mark-off. That's going to be a Pottsville Apache 1st down, brought to you by Heirloom Legal. So the penalty moves the ball down to the 11, and it will be 1st down and 10. It's not goal to go. The Apaches can score without putting it in the end zone. 8th play of the drive coming up for Pottsville after the interception. Cooper Duval has the play, gets it to the rest of his teammates as they head to the line of scrimmage, which is the 11. Wide out to the left side, tight end on the right. In fact, 2 tight ends, a balanced line, 2 backs in the backfield. Charleston defense makes a line shift from left to right, and Cooper Duval didn't like that, so he calls a timeout. That's a smart play by the quarterback. Timeout on the field with 6:50 to go in the half. Charleston 14, Pottsville nothing. We're back after this 30-second timeout with more Pottsville Apache football. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and I am absolutely stumped. I had that marked as a first down because the personal foul type of face mask is a 15-yard penalty, and Pottsville had a 3rd and 13, and the face mask penalty occurred 4 yards down the field, yet it is 3rd down and a yard from the 11-yard line. Go figure.
I don't like that new mask, Steve.
Oh. All right, Cooper Duval takes the snap, powers ahead on the handoff. Going straight ahead was Caleb Metcalf between the right guard and tackle. He will pick up the first down and then some for the Apaches. So once again, we have an heirloom legal 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
You know, I have a degree in electrical engineering. I've done an awful lot of math, and I don't understand how they came up with that at all. I mean, I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it. I just don't know what it is.
Well, and nobody else in the press box does either. And we have two officials that are actually up here helping us tonight, former officials.
Right, right.
So
Apaches have it 1st and goal. They give it to Landon Mahan straight ahead, powers his legs down inside the 5 to the 3 to the 2, down to the 1-yard line. That's power football, short of the goal line, but we'll pick up 7. 2nd and goal. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. 10th play of the drive coming up. 6 minutes even to go in the half. Must-score situation here. Yep. It is 2nd down and not even a yard. I can look at that football, and it's almost touching the goal line.
Yeah, Steve, I say Cooper Duval, quarterback sneak, right over his center.
Duval calls the line set, takes the snap, and he did go into the end zone, but Charleston got a timeout called just before the snap, and I got to tell you, the Tigers got a break on that one. Timeout on the field, 5:47 to go in the half. Charleston 14, Pottsville knocking at the door when we're back after this 30-second timeout with more Pottsville Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Second and goal to go for the Apaches. They are at the Tiger 1, and in fact, more like the Tiger 4-inch line as the ball is actually inside the 1. Cooper Duval was going straight ahead, as you say, on the quarterback sneak, and he'd have been in the end zone, but the officials granted Charleston a timeout maybe just before the ball was snapped. So it's second and goal for Pottsville. At the Tiger 1, 2 backs in the backfield. Duval fumbles the snap. Mahan picks it up. He dives toward the end zone. Did he get there? He did not. So no gain on the play. Boy, that was quick thinking there by Mahan.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Steve, we were fortunate there. Very fortunate.
Yeah, because that was the Apaches' 3rd fumble of this half and the 2nd one on the snap exchange. Yep. Well, this becomes a must-score situation, no doubt, so this is going to be 4-down territory. I'm thinking, once again, well, I don't know, Duval, they might try some misdirection because Charleston's really flying to the inside, but, you know, this is power football. 3rd down and inside of a yard to pick up a touchdown. Just go straight ahead. Duval does that, gets in behind the left guard. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville Apaches, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas.
Cooper Duval, quarterback sneak for the big TD.
You know, this is power football. Steve. 3rd down and inside of a yard with the 1-yard run. Touchdown. Just go straight ahead. For the touchdown. Gets in with 5:03 left to go in the second.
Number 11,
Landon Mahan in to attempt the point after. This is a big point after, by the way. Duval the holder. The snap is good. It's down. Mahan's kick is on the way, and it is good. Your new score with 5:03 to go in the second quarter. Charleston 14, Pottsville 7. Back after this 30-second timeout with more Pottsville Apache football.
Family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name. and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
Well, we love the fact that the Pottsville Apaches have come from behind. They've cut the Tiger lead in half with a, 11-play, 41-yard touchdown drive. Cooper Duval on the quarterback sneak from inside the one for the score. The Apaches will kick it left to right. I wonder if Pottsville might be tempted for a little onside kick action here. I don't know. Charleston has 5 men up. Here comes the kick. Nope, it's going to the left side, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 22-yard line. That is not an optimal result. Charleston will take over with pretty decent field position with 5:03 to go in the second quarter. The line of scrimmage for the Tigers as the penalty moves it to the, where are they going to put the ball down, at the 30? I thought it came out to the 35. Or they're going to make them re-kick it. That is an option. I think you can take the ball at the 30 or the 35, or you can make him kick it again. And with the speed of Thomas Bird back deep in the formation, I think I would make Pottsville kick it again also.
Yeah.
Pottsville will hope for a little better kick result this time.
Yeah, I think the rule, Steve, that actually comes out to the 35. But
right. Charleston wants better field position
they
than
do.
that.
And they got guys back there that can do it.
Boy, they got some speed on this team, don't they? Landon Mahan will kick it from the left hash. That's the kicking king option, which side you want to boot it from. This time he's going to hit it from the 35-yard line, the run-up, and a high, relatively short kick is going to be fielded at the 28-yard line, returned by Merchica to the right side, has room across the 40, angles to the sideline at the 45, driven out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and that was a smart play by Charleston. Mareka with the return, and he's going to give, they're going to gain about 15 yards in field position on the re-kick?
Yep.
They're going to mark the ball at the 49-yard line. Nick Bosold with the stop.
Yeah, Boso was fortunate to get over there and push him out of bounds because he was still going down the sideline.
Yeah, he was. 4:56 to go in the half, 14-7. Charleston with the lead. The quarterback, Scott, under center, only has a single back behind him. They're going to give it straight ahead. Good move in the hole at midfield and coming left with running room, crossing the 40, the 35. Back up the field at the 30, the 25, the 20, and drugged down at the 19-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Tyler Davis on Bryson Keller, but that's a big pickup by the Tiger offense.
Wow.
Ball will be moved down to the Apache 18-yard line. And a first down and 10. 32 yards on the carry. Quick snap by Charleston as they try to go straight ahead. Right up the gut from the 18. They get inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Tyler Davis makes the stop at the 21. Charleston going in a hurry now from the 11-yard line. 2nd and 7. Charleston going with tempo here. Scott takes the snap, rolls to the right. He's under pressure. Mahan makes the tackle. Ball is knocked away. It's loose. Charleston battling for the ball. The Apaches battling for the ball. Let's see who got it. Pottsville with the fumble recovery. Coming out with that football for the Apaches was number 12, Nick Bosold, I believe.
I believe you're right.
And that was Landon Mahan forcing the fumble, and that was a big play to turn Charleston away from the plus 11-yard line.
Well, Steve, defense is going to keep us in the ball game, man. That was a big play and a big fumble recovery by Boso, number 12.
At their own 24-yard line.
In fact, the quarterback, Scott, had a chance to come up with that, but the Apache pursuit was absolutely relentless. Bosold knocked the Charleston player out of the way to come up with it. Pottsville has it, 1st and 10. They'll start at their own 24-yard line. Duval with the keeper, fakes the pitch, turns it upfield, gets ahead to the 15, or excuse me, to the 25, to the 26, to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, good read option that time by Cooper Duval, keeping for the Apaches.
They'll mark it down at the 29-yard line on the pickup of 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Pottsville with time, 3:43 to go. We're in the second quarter. Charleston out quickly to a 14-0 lead. The Apaches answered on their last offensive possession. The defense just made a big stop, and now the offense trying to move it. 2nd and 5 from the Apache 29 from the center of the field. That play looked funny, but they're going to give it to Metcalf. Makes one man miss as he crosses the 29, gets up the left hash to the 30, maybe to the 31-yard line. Again, Metcalf able to make that first tackle attempt miss. Brandon Scott, the quarterback, came up and made the stop. I'm telling you, the young man is a football player. Well, and they say, my understanding is he's their best basketball player.
Wow. Great Scott?
Great Scott.
Great
I like
Scott.
that nickname.
Yeah.
All right, big third down coming here for the Apaches. We're under 3 minutes to go in the half. 14-7 Charleston with the lead. Ball is on the left hash. One wide out to the left, one wide out to the right. Out of the wing tee, the flex bone attack. Snapped by Duval. Give it, no, he keeps it, pulled it out. Pitched it to Hall. Turns the corner at the 34 to the 35. Makes a man miss, falls forward to the 39. And a 1st and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches. An heirloom legal first down. Good run by Adrian Hall.
Yeah, and good read that time by Cooper Duval. He saw the defensive end come up. He tossed to Hall, and Hall picked up the first down for the Apaches.
And Cooper Duval once again with a great play fake. He faked me out for just a moment. I caught up to the play, but he certainly held the linebacking core. And then Adrian Hall made one man miss and almost ran out of the tackle of another. 1st and 10 Pottsville. They're at their own 40-yard line. Short side right. Duval under center. Takes the snap. Toss sweep to Metcalf with blockers. Turns the corner at the 40, at the 45, to the 47, to the 48-yard line. Taylor Metcalf the ball carrier, but some good blocking in front of Caleb.
Excellent blocking that time. You had Adrian Hall, and I believe it was number 50. I'm trying to see that number. I think it was 52. Isaac Cox also on a block.
Cox came a long way to make that block, too. He was pulling from the line position, wasn't he?
Yep.
All right, ball is at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for the Apaches. Time becoming a factor now with 1:40 to go in the half. Charleston by a touchdown, 14-7. 2nd down and 2 from the Apache 48. Quick give straight ahead across midfield. First down. That's Mahan. Makes a move at the 45 of the Tigers. Gets outside the hash to the 40 to the 39-yard line. That is another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches.
Hey, Steve, we're winning the battle in the trenches right now, and our offensive line is getting a push.
Pickup of 9 on that play. The lines are set. Pottsville under center from the 39 of the Tigers. Motion man right to left. Give it again straight ahead. No, Duval pulled it out. Turned the corner going left to the 38 to the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 3 on the play. Pottsville could use a timeout here with 1:05 to go. Mildly surprised they're not taking a timeout. From the 37-yard line, time continues to tick. We're under a minute. 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now the Apaches take the timeout. Timeout on the field with 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Charleston leads at 14-7. We're back after 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football.
For 30 years, Miller Roofing Company has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
Making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
Yes, lots of T's in the press box here as we come back with a 2nd down play, 2nd and 7. The ball is at the plus 37-yard line, which means that is the Tiger 37. 14-7, Charleston with the lead. And believe it or not, Jim, I don't think this is actually a must-score possession. The defense had to get the stop, which they did deep in their own territory, and then the Apaches just couldn't give the ball right back to that high-powered Charleston offense. Right. If you get points here, it's icing on a delicious cake.
Yeah, but you got to remember, beginning of the third quarter, guess who gets the ball first?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Charleston. Out of the wing tee, quick snap, fake the give inside. Duval with running room, turns the corner at the 30, outside of the 25, gets a downfield block to the 15 to the 14-yard line. Good downfield blocking by Aiden Grant. Cooper Duval with a big run for a first down for the Pottsville Apaches.
Steve, you said it, man. What great downfield blocking that time. Bryson Villarreal was one of those blockers as well.
Another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches at the 16-yard line of the Tigers. 35 seconds left to go. Counter give to Metcalf. Cuts it inside at the 10, the 5. Tried to get into the end zone. Met at the goal line. Tackled right at the 1-yard line, but it's going to be first and goal to go. Another 1st and 10 by heirloom legal, and this time 1st and goal.
Steve, I said it before. I'll say it again. We are winning the battle in the trenches.
Pottsville, quick snap, Duval, quarterback sneak, straight ahead, over the center, into the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville. Cooper Duval with the touchdown for the Apaches from 1 yard out. A 9-play, 76-yard drive by the Apaches.
Number 11, Landon Mahan.
Mahan on to attempt a potentially tying extra point. Duval, the holder, gets a good snap. Kick is on the way. Low line drive, but it is up. It's high enough, and it is good. With 20 seconds remaining in the first half, the Apaches have tied the score at 14 apiece. We're back after this 30-second timeout with more Apache football.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Score at 14. Charleston opened with 2 quick touchdowns. Now the Apaches have answered coming the other way. And a very impressive 9-play, 76-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah, Steve, you know, you got to take what they give you. And sometimes you just got to take the ball away. And those turnovers have turned into points for the Apaches.
Well, and the fumble recovery by Nick Bosold led to that touchdown. High short kick by the Apaches, fielded by Charleston on a fair catch at the 30-yard line. Bryson Kendrick made the fair catch at the 31. Charleston will take over at their own 31-yard line with 20 seconds left. Oh boy, watch out. This Tiger offense has some speed. Coming from a spread formation offense, you suppose they have a trick play or two?
Well, with 20 seconds left, at least they don't have Tom Brady over there.
Yeah.
I go to that game last night, and I go, goodness gracious. So
Charleston with 2 timeouts left and 20 seconds. Brandon Scott with a kind of an inverted I formation. They're going to run the ball, running to the right side, crossing the 27 to the 28-yard line. Mir Chica, the ball carrier, landed Mahan up and made the stop, and Mahan made the stop inbounds. And it looks like Charleston is just going to take this to the halftime. The game tied at 14, 2-1, and that's it. At the end of the first half of play, the Pottsville Apaches and the Charleston Tigers tied at 14. We thought this would be a good one. We've gotten it so far, Jim.
Yep, Steve, I'm going to tell you, the Pottsville Apaches were down, but they weren't out, and we've got a tie ball game going in a half.
All right, we will tell you that again. This game is tied at 14. We'll come back with some statistical information from the first half of play. After this 2-minute timeout, we are back with more Pottsville Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Welcome back to John Needham Stadium on the campus of Pottsville High School. We had two outstanding performances by the band. The Tiger Marching Band of Charleston brought their band here in some sharp red uniforms. I have to say, in all truthfulness, the Charleston numbers were not huge, but the people they brought were really, really good. They were musically very solid, very strong. They played the whole way. They did an outstanding job. And in all honesty, the Charleston band got a very nice round of applause from the Apache sideline. And the Apache sideline, they'll never say anything bad about a band, but sometimes, you cheer because you thought, we got to cheer. This crowd enjoyed the Charleston performance. So congratulations to the Tigers, the Pottsville Marching Band. Mr. West and the band, they have their uniforms. The uniforms really look good. I'm really impressed by the uniforms that the auxiliary corps wore. Tonight's game, they were twirling, they had rifles, and I don't know who the lead twirler was, but he was really, really good. Now, okay, they're not twirling Garands or anything, but still, he did not miss a beat in his twirling routine, and I, for one, was singularly impressed. So the halftime performance here, hey, that's worth coming out for as well at John Needham Stadium. So I will tell you, in the game, it is tied 14-14. Charleston drew first blood on their first possession. Pottsville got the opening possession of the game. Regrettably, they went 3 and out. Charleston took the ball at their own 40-yard line. They then had a 5-play, 40-yard touchdown march. The touchdown was on a I'm sorry, I said 40 yards. That's not correct. It was a 58-yard drive, because 39 of the yards came on a pass completion from quarterback Brandon Scott to his speedster Reese Mercheka, and the point-after two-point conversion attempt was no good. The teams exchanged punts in the first quarter, and then Charleston got a mega break. Pottsville had the ball first down on their own 25-yard line, and the ball was fumbled by the Apaches. A good play by Daniel Heiss to come up with the recovery on the loose football. Charleston set up with a short field, and they only took one play, 24-yard touchdown run by Reese Mercheka, and it looked like the Tigers were really set up there, leading 14-0. In fact, that was your score at the end of the first quarter. Pottsville on their next possession turned the ball over on downs. But after that turnover on the very first play, well, I think on the third play from scrimmage, as Charleston had moved the ball to the Apache 11-yard. No, they had first play after the turnover. Pottsville intercepted the ball. An interception by Tyler Davis gave the Apaches field position at the 37-yard line, and a touchdown drive by the Pottsville Apaches on an 11-play, 41-yard drive. A 1-yard touchdown run for Pottsville's Landon Mahan getting into the end zone. And then on the next possession, Charleston fumbled the football, and while I'm on the subject of Landon Mahan recovered that fumble, and the Pottsville Apaches then made another drive into the end zone. That time, Charleston had moved the ball down to the Apache 11-yard line, and Landon Mahan knocked the ball loose. The recovery was by Nick Bosold, and I had a chance to see that recovery by Bosold on replay, and on the replay you could tell that the Pottsville Apaches player, Nick Bosold, he had a chance to come up with the loose football, but really a Charleston player was a lot closer to getting it than he was, and Bosold just pushed the young man out of the way. Just absolutely said, get out of here, this football's mine. I was actually impressed that the Apaches got the ball out deep from in their own territory. I thought, well, they had done a good job getting it out from deep in their own end zone, out close to midfield as time appeared to be running out. I don't know what Coach Russ told his players after that timeout, but there were two big, long runs by the Apaches out of the flex bone, and the Apaches able to score on a quarterback sneak. Mahan with the point-after touchdown, and the Pottsville Apaches had tied the score at 14. So we are ready to get going with the second half of play. Charleston will have the football first. Pottsville will be kicking from left to right, and momentum has been a big deal for this ball game. Charleston had it in the first quarter. Pottsville had it in the second quarter. So this game still very much up for grabs. Pottsville will be kicking from left to right to begin the second half of play. Both teams have actually been very successful in their kicking game as well. This looks like it might be a different kicker for the Apaches. No, it's Mahan. Landon Mahan will be kicking it off from left to right. Tigers have a three-man speed formation back deep, a high short kick, fair catch called for and made by Charleston at the 32-yard line. And I want to say Bryson Kendricks with the fair catch, and Charleston will have the ball on their own side of the field.
Well, Steve, we need defense here in the third quarter to show up like they were in the first two quarters, and we need a big turnover here, and let's go ahead and get the lead here in the third quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the defense showing up big. That was a big change around. So it'll be interesting to see what halftime adjustments made. Charleston empties the backfield. They're going to swing it out of the backfield with a nice catch by Thomas Bird, I believe. He crosses the 35 up the right sideline across the 38 to the 39. Excuse me, that was Brevin Ketter making the catch, and he gets close to the 40-yard line. Made a nice catch as that pass was behind him.
Yep, good catch and a pretty good pickup after catch.
Gain of 6, second down and 4 for the Tigers. Ball is on the right side hash, short side right. Two wideouts there, two wideouts on the left side. And again, the quarterback, Scott, empties out the backfield. He's going to take it right up the middle on a design draw, and Pottsville meets him right at the 40-yard line. He falls forward to the 41. Landon Mahan in with another stop, and it's going to bring up third down and a long 2 short 3.
Yeah, Landon Mahan coming in from that middle linebacker, that mock linebacker position, Steve, man, and just made the stop right there at the line of scrimmage.
So big third down coming here. 2 backs in the backfield, kind of an offset, 3 backs in the backfield. Kind of an offset power I formation, if you will. I'm not even real sure what you call this. Now they're going to empty one of the men out of that I formation. Call coming in from the sideline. Now you're going to have trips to the left side. One man is not going to be covered in this trips formation. Pottsville has not adjusted to it. We'll see if Scott sees it. He's back to pass, looking to the right side. Now he's under pressure, brings it down, runs it himself, gets hit at the 45, but falls forward to the 46 to the 47-yard line, and that will be a first down for Charleston.
Yeah, just good heads-up play that time by the running back. You know, Steve, he just found enough running room and dove for the first down.
I was scared on that play because Charleston had put 3 receivers to the left, and I did not see a black jersey picking up the slot man. But that looked like that was designed as a run all the way. I don't think the quarterback Scott was looking to throw that at all. So, first down and 10, Charleston at the Apache 47. Scott rolls to the left, has a man on the near side. It's complete. Apache's closed quick, but missed the receiver. Coming up the left sideline is Kendricks. He's across the 40 to the 35 to the 33-yard line. Bryson Kendrick driven out of bounds on the near side, but he made 2 Apaches miss.
I thought maybe he stepped out of bounds about the 40, Steve, or 35, but he didn't. Evidently, if he did, they didn't see it.
To the 33-yard line. Charleston on the pass completion. That play picked up 24 yards. Again, 3 backs in the backfield. Now they motion Ketter out of the backfield. They hand it off at the mesh point, straight ahead across the 30 to the left hash to the 29 to the 28-yard line. Thomas Bird, the ball carrier that time. Oh, they're going to say Reese Moretka. I got to tell you, these Charleston uniforms are a little tough to read. They're white uniforms with gold numbers.
Yeah, Steve, they are, and we're doing the best we can tonight.
Yep, these old eyes.
Yep.
So to the 27-yard line, the pickup is 5. 14-14, this game is tied. Ball is at the 28-yard line of the Apaches. Scott back in the gun. The single back behind him is Ketter. 2 wideouts on both sides of the field. Now they motion Ketter out of the backfield. Scott takes the quick snap, looks right, rolls left. Now he's going to keep it himself. Brings it up the left hash across the 25. Makes a man miss at the 23. Inside the 20 to the 15. Inside the 12 to the 11-yard line. Scott saw the middle part, and he took off.
Well, he did. Steve, we have an Apache down. I believe it's number 56.
Yes.
I believe that's Blake Chenoweth.
Yeah, Blake Chenoweth is down at the 25-yard line. as the ball is spotted at the 11-yard line. And once again, they did all kinds of motion and all kinds of movement and what have you, but I really think that's just a design power run straight up the middle. I really believe that was the idea. Oh, again, we have an Apache player down at the 25-yard line. Looks like they are working on an ankle, and I think I saw a Charleston player accidentally roll up on the ankle. It looked like a Pottsville defender was trying to defeat the blocker, knocked him down, and I think he landed on the Apache player's ankle. That's kind of what it looked like from here. And he is up, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think it is the ankle, Steve.
Coming to the near sideline. No. I believe the injury again, Blake Chenoweth. He comes to the sideline with some aid, but he can put some weight on the ankle, so we'll hope maybe it was just a twist and nothing more serious. And it seems like the more he walks, the more weight he can put on it. So 1st and 10 for Charleston. They are at the 11-yard line, so they can pick up a first down right at the 2-yard line. Caleb Metcalf comes in. He's going to play a little defense for the Apaches. They're going to line him up. Looks like at a left side linebacking spot. Looks like he's going to be the outside linebacker. Charleston getting the play from the sideline. Clock is stopped for the injury with 8:50. No, it's running now. The white hat said roll it. 14-14 the tie score. 8:40 to go in the third. Again, a three-player power I formation with the quarterback Scott right in the middle. Now they motion a man out of the backfield. They're going to give it on the draw play at the 10 and then met at the 10 on the left hash by the Apache defense. Bryson Kendrick, the ball carrier, not a lot of room there, and a good job by the Apaches in the middle.
Yeah, Steve, they did a good job just sealing up that hole that time, making a tackle for a little gain. And we need a big stop here, Steve.
2nd down and 9. Ball is at the 10. Nose of the football right at the 10 on the left hash. Again, you have 3 backs in the backfield. I'm not sure what they call this, but it's a power football formation. Scott, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the give, loses the ball. It's loose, and the Apaches have fallen on it. The Pottsville defense holds again. K.J. Spencer with the fumble recovery.
Steve, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's his 2nd fumble recovery this evening.
K.J. Spencer has played an outstanding ball game as Pottsville's defense bends but does not break.
I was about to say the same thing. Great job by the Pottsville defensive unit.
Now, once again, the Apaches had the ball deep in their own territory at the 13-yard line, but the Apache running game really kind of caught a gear in that third quarter.
Let's see if they're still in gear, Steve.
Fumble recovery by K.J. Spencer for the Apaches. So Nick Bosold has a fumble recovery. K.J. Spencer has a couple of them. Pottsville now at the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. Out of the wing tee. There on the keeper, and Cooper Duval read his keys, turned it inside at the 13, gets across the 15, up the middle, falls forward to the 17-yard line. Good option keep read by Cooper Duval to pick up 4 yards on the play. 4 yards and a cloud of field turf.
We'll take it.
14-14 the tie score. You'd like to see about a 15-play drive that takes you into the mid part of the fourth quarter here and ends in an Apache touchdown. Keep that high-powered Charleston offense on the sideline. 2nd down and 6. Apaches at their own 17. Duval takes the snap. They give it to the fullback. First man threw up the gut, but he's met. Mahan met right at the line of scrimmage. No, that was Metcalf, the ball carrier. He falls forward, may have picked up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Ball is going to be at the 19 on the pickup of 2. Big 3rd down here, Jim.
Yeah, Steve, it is. We just need to probably keep the ball on the ground, pick up the first down, and keep this drive alive.
Apaches coming to the line of scrimmage. They'll be in the wing tee, running the flex bone attack. 2 wideouts, 1 on each side of the formation. Ball is on the right hash. Motion man. Starts right and then stops. Now gets set on the left wing, and that is a counter play coming to Metcalf. Turns it upfield, gets across the 20 to the 21, but then hit at the 21-yard line and driven down. A lot of movement, a lot of misdirection, but Charleston wasn't buying any of it, and that play stopped for a gain of a yard, and it's going to be 4th down and 4.
Yeah, here comes the punt unit.
4th and 4 back at your own 20-yard line. No, you can't go for it here in a 20-20 tie score, unless you wanted to roll the dice and try some kind of a trick formation. But boy, this is awfully deep. KJ Spencer, who recovered the fumble on to kick. The punt is a beautiful spiral kick, taken at the 45-yard line by the Tigers. Return left, crossing midfield. Big hit at the 48-yard line by 3 Apaches, and the return is stopped there at the 48-yard line. Bryson Kendrick, the ball carrier, and Charleston will take over with plus territory on their advantage.
Yeah, Tyler Davis was the initial hit on the return man, and he's shaking up a little bit, but he popped up, so we're glad that Tyler's okay, but good coverage that time by the Pottsville punt team.
Tigers in their white unis have it 1st down and 10. They are on the plus side of the field, which is to say the Apache 47. Football spotted right at the left hash on the 47-yard marker, which is right near the P in Apaches at midfield here at John Needham Stadium. Charleston has the play. They've got 2 wideouts. Scott in a classic pistol formation now. Brings motion from right to left, fake the jet sweep, rolling to the right, under pressure, and the ball is thrown. Did he complete it? Nope. Scott under pressure, forced to throw it, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage at the 45.
Yeah, under pressure. I believe that was Mahan again, bringing the heat on the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Good job by Scott to even get rid of that football.
Yep.
He did a good job to even get it close to the wide receiver. So 2nd down and 10. For Charleston at the 47 of Pottsville. Charleston has kind of stayed with this 2-man backfield formation here through most of this 3rd quarter. Almost a power I formation, double barrel shotgun I call it. They hand off to the right side, move in the hole, crossing the 45 to the 42 to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play by the first man through. I believe that was Merchica, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Steve, I noticed our defensive backs, they have gone to actually man-to-man.
Which gives you better run support.
Yep.
You don't have people running back in a zone with their back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down after a pickup of 7, 3rd and 3. Ball is at the Apache 40. Ball on the left hash. Again, 3 backs in the backfield and a wingman on the right side. They're going to give it straight ahead. Coming up the field across the 38 to the 37. Mareka, the ball carrier. He's going to be close to 1st down yardage, kind of depending on the spot. Now they're going to say it is a 1st down as they give him forward progress to the 36 on a pickup of 4.
Yeah, he's kind of their go-to back.
1st and 10, Charles.
Marcheka, the ball carrier, and in fact, he has carried it 3 times on this drive. 4:58 to go in what has been a scoreless 3rd quarter so far. Charleston got deep into Pottsville territory. The Apache defense turned them away on a turnover. Charleston on the march again at the Apache 36. Charleston's a spread team, but they've gone to a real power running game here. Scott, the quarterback, has 2 backs in the backfield, Mercheka, and they're going to give it to the opposite man in the formation. That is Ketter, right and carry the ball carrier as he goes right up the middle. Apache's had that clogged up well and holds it to a gain of about 3. Move it to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Jackson Furr, number 4 on that tackle.
2nd down and 7. Again, 3 backs in the backfield, 1 in a wing. Now they're going to motion 1 man out of the back. He comes set, which makes a trips formation to the right. Now they empty the backfield. Scott, quarterback design run, brings it up the field. He's got running room across the 25, cuts right at the 20, tackled at the 18-yard line. Scott, the ball carrier, that's again a design quarterback draw. Tackle made by Adrian Hall. They'll mark it at the 17-yard line after a pickup of 10 and a Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, Adrian Hall saved the touchdown that time, Steve.
Seems like every time they empty the backfield, when they completely empty it, the play is a direct snap and Scott up the middle. Now, he does a lot of faking, but predominantly it looks like Charleston has seen something in the middle out of that play that they like. 1st and 10 Tigers at the 18-yard line. Read option. Scott pulls it out, gets met right at the line of scrimmage by Mahan. Falls forward, but a big hit by Landon Mahan in the hole as the ball carrier Scott got to the 18-yard line, maybe the 17 and no further. Really no gain on the play.
Yeah, good play that time by Landon Mahan.
Well, and on that read option, even if you'd have given it to the option man, he had nowhere to go as the Apache linebacking core on the other side of the field was tracking him. Game is tied at 14. Tiger football, 3 minutes to go in the quarter. They are at the Apache 17-yard line with a 2nd down and 10. Scott, the quarterback, he's going to keep it himself, rolls to the left side, makes a move at the 10, gets inside the 8 to the 5 to the 4-yard line. Scott is hard to tackle, and he's going to pick up another Charleston first down at the 4-yard line, no, the 3.
Yeah, we had a couple of missed tackles on that, but I'm going to tell you, number 12, great Scott there, he's a tough guy to bring down.
Yep. 1st and goal to go for Charleston at the Pottsville 3-yard line. Single wide out to the right, single wide out to the left, power I formation. They're going to give it to, I believe, Ketter. Went up the middle to the 2, stopped short of the goal line, though. Oh, excuse me, that's Merchica, the ball carrier. He gets down right to the goal line, so a pickup of 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal to go. And I have a timeout signaled on the field. It's an official's timeout.
I can't tell. We have a Tiger down, Steve, but I can't tell who it is.
Yep, I see. Looks like they're working on his calf muscle as it is a cramp.
Yep.
Which is kind of unusual. It's not terribly hot here. Actually, in fact, we have a nice breeze blowing here. Charleston has a lot of players that go both ways, though. And a rough night of work. 3rd quarter, Charleston has had the vast majority of the carries. Pottsville has only had the football for about 3 minutes and change in this 3rd quarter, and we have 2:16 to go. The Apache defense already has made 1 big stop, and they got to see if they can come up with another one here. Tiger player is up and coming off the field, but that's Reese Merchica, the running back, number 2. Football just short of the goal line. In fact, it's actually inside the 1, so it's going to be 2nd down and less than a yard on the goal-to-go play. Game is tied at 14, and Merchica comes to the sideline. He'll have to be out at least 1 play, but I think he's all right. I think it was just a calf muscle and cramping up, and looks like they got it stretched out just fine.
Yeah, I think that has to do with what you said earlier. You know, you got a lot of these guys going both ways, and even though it's a cool night, those cramps still can happen.
Well, if I'm an Apache defender here, I'm selling out and I'm heading straight for number 12. I don't care what they do with the ball.
Yep.
Because with Merchica on the sideline, I'm thinking Scott is their best option. In fact, he lines up under center, 2 backs right up next to him. So quarterback sneak coming. Merchica takes it, goes straight ahead, but I don't think he got there. He looks like he got tackled immediately, and it looked like the interior of the defensive line of the Apaches did exactly what I said. They just went flying for number 12.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 3rd and goal to go.
Yeah, and he went low instead of going high, so I think that might have stopped. Yeah, let's see what it does.
3rd and goal to go again at the 1. Again, a power formation. Again, the quarterback Scott's going to keep it. Got some penetration this time, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown for Charleston. And that time he did not go low.
Yep.
He stayed more vertically for the Charleston touchdown with 1:35 to go. Well, this 3rd quarter has gone by in a flash, hasn't it? So that's a 10-play, 47-yard drive with the quarterback on a run for the touchdown. And this time, Charleston's going to kick a point-after attempt. The hold is good. Kick is on the way. Plenty of distance on this boot, and the kick is good. Whoa, why did Charleston mess around with those 2-point conversion things?
I don't know.
1:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Charleston now leads at 21-14. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
Making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
Well, again, Charleston basically dominated possession in that third quarter. Their first drive was a 7-play drive that moved the ball all the way down from their own 34 to the Apache 10. Pottsville came up with a fumble recovery on that. This drive, Charleston got the ball on the 47-yard line, and with a short field, you knew there were going to be problems. And the Tigers took it 10 plays to cover those 47 yards. The last yard on the quarterback keeper by quarterback Brandon Scott. The point after attempt was good, and the Tigers lead at 21-14. But as you pointed out before, Jim, this could real easily be about 27-14 and maybe more than that. So the Tigers lead it. They will kick it off from right to left. They have a strong kicking leg. Pottsville has had to start from their 20 a bunch. Here comes a line drive returnable kick. Hall takes it at the 2. Return up the middle, crosses the 10 to the 20 to the right side and drugged down by the front of the shoulder pads. Adrian Hall, the ball carrier on the return, but Brevin Ketter made the stop. And again, Pottsville's going to start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Long field again, and that's tough.
Yeah, Steve, it is. And we have an Apache down. I believe Brian Sanchez, number 6, is down. I think he might be cramping.
Yep, a Pottsville coaching staff out there working on the cramp. So even though it is cooler, we have still young men playing as hard as they can go. Lots of play going both directions. And Sanchez is being stretched out. I think he will be all right. They'll get him to the sideline. Well, Jim, this situation could have been much worse for Pottsville. They trail at 21-14, but barely touched the football in this quarter.
Well, and Steve, and that's the thing. You know, I mean, we had it, one possession in the third quarter?
Yep.
And so now we got the ball back with about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, but maybe we can get something positive here.
Sanchez coming to the sideline, but he's now able to walk pretty much on his own as the coaches have stretched out the cramp and hit the muscle with some ice. Get him to the sideline. Are they going to give him some pickle juice, you think?
Pickle juice would be good.
Or if you're a pitcher for the Razorbacks, you use beet juice.
Beet juice, yeah. Speaking of the Razorbacks, what's your thought about the game?
I think they play Texas tomorrow.
Yeah, very good.
You don't get nothing past me. No, we'll talk more about that a little bit later. 1st and 10, Pottsville at their own 20. Cooper Duval leads the T formation. They're going to do a toss sweep to the left side. Metcalf with running room, crosses the 25, the 30, out across the 33 to the 34-yard line. Caleb Metcalf will pick up a Pottsville Apache 1st and 10, brought to you by Heirloom Legal.
That's what we needed, Steve, moving the ball.
The 32-yard line is a 1st and 10 on the 12-yard run by Metcalf. Minute 14 to go in the third. Charleston with a 21-14 lead. Ball is on the left hash. Duval under center. Looks like that may be Mahan in the backfield. Duval calls the offense set. Motion man left to right. Lots of misdirections. Cooper with the option read. Pitches. Has room with a good block across the 33 to the 34-yard line. Adrian Hall, the ball carrier, but a good kick-out block by the Apaches. And that will pick up 4 yards. That could have easily gone for more than that, actually.
Yeah, Steve, you talking about a kick-out block. That's what picked up those 5 yards for the Apaches that time.
So it will be spotted at the 36 on the right side hash. 2nd down and 6 for Pottsville. We're under 30 seconds to go in the quarter, but under 15 on the play clock, so you will have one more play. 3rd and 6 from the Apaches' own 35. 2 backs in the backfield. Duval under center. This looks like an old dead tee play, and they give it straight up the gut across the 38, up the right hash to the 39, falling forward to the 40-yard line. Metcalf, the ball carrier, on the belly series.
Yeah, on the dead tee, 3 yards and a cloud of
field turf.
Field turf, yeah.
The 40-yard line makes it a pickup of 4 on what will be the last play of the third quarter. After 3, Charleston leading the Apaches 21-14. We're back in 1 minute with more Pottsville Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world.
for America's farmers. Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
In the third quarter, and Charleston had 2 of them. Charleston had the football for 17 plays in that third quarter. Pottsville, 6 plays. And the Tigers have turned that into a 21-14 lead. Pottsville has the football, third down at the 40-yard line. They have to get across the 43 for the 1st and 10. They'll move right to left across the broadcast position. Cooper Duval has the offense at the line of scrimmage. Again, a 2-back set. And again, they give it on the quick hitter straight ahead. But that time, the Tigers had really clogged up the line. Ball carrier gets ahead to the 40-yard line. Mahan, the ball carrier, basically met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and 2, Steve. What do you do?
Well, I think you certainly got to go for it, but I'm not sure you do that belly series again. Looks like Charleston. Now, you might fake that belly series, and the Apaches have had success rolling Duval out on the option play, and they've picked up yards both throwing the ball, both keeping it with the quarterback and then on the pitch. Big 4th down coming here at the Apache 40. 7 men at the line of scrimmage for Charleston. Now they're just going to sweep it to the left side. Met at the 41, falling forward to the 42-yard line was Metcalf, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be short.
Yeah, let's see where they spot
Yeah,
it.
he's going to be short by almost a yard.
Yeah, he is, Steve.
And Charleston's defense arrived just in time to make the stop. Thomas Bird made the stop. They're going to, not number 1. It was Sebastian Jonah with the stop. And it's going to be at the 42-yard line. Well, he got a generous spot here, but I still think he's probably short. He picked up 2, but I think he needed 3. And the chains coming from across the field. I thought he needed to get the other side of the 42 for the 1st down, though. Although, if they've stretched it out completely,
Steve,
he has it. He
First
has
down.
it. First down for the Pottsville Apaches. Heirloom legal with the 1st down.
Man, I like hearing you say that.
I enjoy saying it. Metcalf got that on his own, and what he did was he was met short of the line to gain, but he kept the legs churning and fell forward and picked up a big 1st down for the Apaches. That, by the way, is Pottsville's first down of the second half. Single wide out to the right side. Pottsville back in the wing T formation, short side left. Now they walk the right side tight end out of the formation, and they bring Hall in motion, and Cooper Duval will pitch it to Hall, turns it upfield. It gets across the 40 and then has the ball knocked out of his hands. It's fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by Charleston. Adrian Hall carrying that ball out there with just his arm and his elbow. Did not have a 3rd point of contact, and Charleston made him pay for it.
Well, Steve, they did, and they just stripped the ball right out of his hands.
So the fumble recovery by the Tigers will again give them a short field. This is a tough spot at the 42-yard line of the Apaches. 1st and 10 for Charleston. 10:54 to play in the game. Again, this kind of delta set. They're running a power sweep to the right side, turning the corner at the 40 to the 35 to 30 up the right sideline, and this is going to go to the house for a touchdown. Charleston with the touchdown. The ball carrier, I believe, was Eli Huck taking it into the end zone for the 42-yard run. And Charleston just outflanked the Apache defense. Oh, they're going to say it was actually Brighton Ketter, the ball carrier. Number 34 into the end zone for a touchdown for Charleston. Boy, you're afraid of that with the short fields.
Steve, we have an Apache down. I believe that's Brian Sanchez again. I think he's got leg cramps.
Yep. And the Apaches now trail this game 27-14 with a Charleston point after attempt coming. But good blocking really opened up a nice hole, and there was no Apache pursuit to run him down. Yeah, that is Sanchez again coming off the field limping noticeably, but again, it is a cramp. Well, now the Apaches are going to have a hole to dig out of nonetheless. That's twice in this ball game. Charleston has taken the football over after a turnover and scored on the very next play, covering a long distance to do it. That is that quick strike offense. So I think we've decided this Tiger team's pretty good. It's going to be Brighton Ketter on to attempt the point after. He just had the touchdown run. I believe that's who just scored. Kick is on the way. The point after attempt would have been good from about 40. It is good from here. So with 10:45 left to go in the ball game, your new score, Charleston 28, Pottsville 14. We're back after this 30-second timeout with more Apache football.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
And we are back at John Needham Stadium. The Charleston Tigers have completely controlled this second half of play, and they lead this game 28-14 over the Apaches with 10:45 left to go in the game. Still time for the Apaches, but well, the offense is going to have to get going here. Whatever adjustments or whatever changes that Coach May for the Tigers made at halftime, they have worked really, really well. The Tigers have 2 touchdowns in the second half, one on a 10-play drive, the other on a 1-play touchdown run. So the Apaches back deep. I believe that's Adrian Hall to receive the kick. The run up and the kick by Ketter will go through the end zone for a touchback. And once again, Pottsville takes over 1st and 10, but their own 20-yard line, and that is a huge weapon. With 10:45 left to go in the ball game. The Apaches need points, and they need them quickly, but this is a non-conference game. I'm not sure how much you are concerned about trying to get back and tie or win this football game. I think the point here for Pottsville will be, let's execute the offense and let's take it down the field.
Yep.
You know, you got to have 2 touchdowns anyway, and to get 2, you got to have 1. 10:45 left to go in the game. Let's see if you can get some good execution in the running game. Although I don't believe the Apaches have completed a pass in this one, have they? Cooper Duval up under center. Takes the snap, counter give across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A lot of misdirection by the Apaches as the give was to Metcalf, but he had nowhere to go. Charleston's just ignoring that misdirection, and the Charleston defensive line is again back to controlling the line of scrimmage.
Steve, they are. You're talking about tough sledding. That time Metcalf had nowhere to run.
Nope. And that counter play takes a little time to develop, so the Apaches, if they're not holding the blocks, they're going to have trouble with it. 2nd down and 9. Cooper Duval under center, pulls it himself, keeps it himself, gets across the 23 to the 24-yard line. And that tackle made in the secondary. Charleston's basically putting 9 men in the box, though. Brendan Scott, the quarterback, makes the stop. Ball to the 25-yard line, so I pick up a 4, but it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Apaches. Charleston leads this game 28-14. 9:42 left to go in the contest. Well, you can see why Charleston is one of the favored teams in Class 3A.
They're good.
The Tigers are very, very good. Cooper Duval under center on the 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, fakes the toss left, fakes the toss right, rolls to the left, brings it down now on the scramble, throws it to the right side and throws it out of bounds. The Apaches had a man wide open over the middle, but Duval was rolling to try to avoid pressure, and the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, he never saw Metcalf. Metcalf, Steve, if he could have got the ball to him, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, he'd still be running. the Charleston defense, the middle part of it sold out on a blitz. Metcalf was over the middle, but Duval just didn't have time to find him. So it's going to be 4th down and long. Duval still in the ball game, by the way. Are the Apaches going to go for this? Looks like they are. 4th down and 5 from their own 25-yard line. Duval up under center. They bring a motion man left to right. They give it up the middle. The first man crosses the 26 to the 27, but I believe that was Mahan, the ball carrier, and he's going to come up well short. And the Tigers are going to take over on downs deep in Apache territory.
Yep. Yeah, Steve, you know, I understand why Coach did it with 9 minutes left, you know, and you just was hoping you could pick up that first down and keep this drive alive, but unfortunately you're giving the ball right back to a very good Charleston Tiger offense.
And in the second half, their defense has been very, very good as well. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the Apache 27-yard line. The quarterback, Scott, up under center, has a single back behind him. I wouldn't be surprised if Scott just doesn't take it and go straight ahead. No, they're going to give it off. They are going straight ahead, crossing the 26 to the 25 to the 24-yard line. Down to the 24, the ball carrier. Looked like that was Brevin Ketter. Gets inside the 25 to the 24, so a pickup of 3. Clock is a factor with under 9 minutes to play. 8:55 left to go, and you can bet Charleston is not going to be in any hurry to get a playoff. Quarterback Scott is a veteran quarterback, and he's letting that clock tick all the way down. Second down and about 6. Scoreboard says 24. That's not right. Snap is low, fumbled. Scott picks it up, has the ball now in his paws, turns it upfield, and by the 25 to the 24-yard line, loses a yard on the exchange. Well, I actually got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 3rd down and 7 for Charleston, but they are actually within field goal range. Their kicker has a strong leg. We've seen it a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best kickers, Steve. I'm sure in 3A, but probably one of the best kickers in the state.
Yeah, he's going to draw some major college attention, I'm sure. Certainly some D2 attention. Let's see. Out of the pistol formation, Scott takes the snap, quick snap. He rolls to his left. He's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 33-yard line. A trio of Apaches met Scott at the 33-yard line. So a big sack there. Loss of almost 9 on the play. So I was bragging on the kicker. We'll see if Charleston wants to let him try. Looked like KJ Spencer was the first Apache there, but you had somebody closing from the outside, had somebody closing from the left side, and somebody closing from up the middle. So nowhere for Scott to run. Tigers look like they're going to go for this 4th down. I'm oddly surprised they don't let their kicker try it from here. But from the 31-yard line, again, an offset I formation. Now it's back to a pistol. Scott takes the snap, penalty flags fly, play clock had run down, so Charleston will back up. No, they call a timeout. Yeah. I saw a flag fly on the opposite side, but they give the Tigers the benefit of the doubt on the timeout. Timeout on the field with 7:04 to play in the 4th. Charleston 28, Pottsville 14. We are back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Back at John Needham Stadium, we are late. We're in the 4th quarter. 7:04 to play in the game. Charleston with a 2-touchdown advantage. This game was tied at 14 at the halftime break, and it's been all Tigers since then. Their defense has really controlled this ball game.
Well, Steve, they have, especially here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Their defense has been solid.
The line of scrimmage is the 31-yard line, so from here it would be a 48-yard attempt. Now, that's a long kick for any high school kicker, but if any kicker has that kind of range in 3A, it kind of looked like Charleston's does, but they're going to go for it nonetheless. So here we go, 4th down and almost 15. Scott takes the snap out of the gun, rolls to the right, under pressure, throws over the middle, has a man complete at the 19 or the 20, but it's going to be short of first down yardage, and the Apaches will take over on downs.
All right, Steve, we got right at 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 58 seconds left in the ball game. We need a couple of quick scores.
So the pass completion, but turnover on downs. Boy, that was really, really close. They needed 15, got 14. But they do pin the Apaches deep. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10. And once again, Pottsville starts from their own 20-yard line. I'm sounding like a broken record on that. I got to think of a better way to say that if this keeps up.
So what yard line are they starting on, Steve?
The 20.
The 20, hey.
On the left side hash, quick snap, back to pass is Duval. He is under pressure, throws it over the middle, and it is knocked away with a good play in the secondary. Looks like that was knocked away by Wiley Carroll at the 44-yard line. Pass was intended for Grant, but Duval under pressure kind of threw it up for grabs, hoping his guy would make a play on the ball, but triple coverage there, and Charleston was able to knock that away for no gain.
Yeah, Grant actually had to play a little defensive back there for the Apaches because that ball could have been intercepted.
28-14, Tigers lead it. 6:52 to play in the ball game. Out of the wing T formation, ball on the left hash, 2nd down and 10. Duval gets the snap, toss it to the right side. Grant turns the corner at the 20, gets ahead across the 23, fighting up the right hash to the 24-yard line. Adrian Hall will pick up about 4 for the Apaches. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And Adrian Hall, Steve, is coming out of the game. Looks like I don't know if he's cramping up again or not, but he's having to leave.
They move it out to the 25-yard line, so it's actually going to be 3rd down and 5. Tyler Davis checks into the game. Tyler Davis has lots of speed. Maybe the Apaches can kind of take advantage of it here if they can find some open field. 6:13 to play in the game. Charleston on top, 28-14. Another big 3rd down coming for the Apaches. Out of the tee, Davis the only back in the backfield, and Duval the keeper. Boy, they had this option blocked well. Duval will pull it down, but he's got nowhere to run. Rolling left, gets out of bounds at the 23-yard line, knocked out of bounds for a loss of 2. And Charleston just shedding blockers. Now, is there a penalty flag on the play? No, we got Pottsville a player down, and that's going to be Metcalf down.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this is. I don't want to speculate, but Metcalf is down. That play was a loss of 2 back to the 23. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7, long 7, short 8. I was hoping this was going to be another cramp, but I don't see them working on a muscle. Looks like they're checking the shoulder, perhaps.
I think so, Steve. It's hard to tell. Gabe is out there checking on him, and
well, he's up.
I don't know. Steve, it very well could have been, what's it say, that, you don't feel like you're going to die?
Yeah, get the wind knocked out of you. You feel like you're going to die, though you're really not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a case where he got the wind knocked out of him. Yeah. And boy, the first time that happens to you is just terrifying.
It's scary. It really is.
I had that happen at a baseball game, and I remember it just as plain as day. So 4th down and 7 for Pottsville. They went for it last time. I would assume they're going to go for it this time. 5:56 remaining in the game. Charleston has doubled up the Apaches. It's 28-14. Pottsville, I believe, to have any real hope in this ball game, needs to pick up this 4th down and 7, even back at their own 22. Charleston showing blitz, back to pass Duval, screen, compete to Landon Mahan. Mahan catches it at the 23, gets ahead to the 25, and he is driven down at the 25-yard line. Tackle made by number 62, Hunter Little, but that is going to come up well short of the 1st down. It appears at the moment that Charleston's defense is considerably quicker than the Pottsville blockers, because Pottsville's executing some plays initially, but then Charleston just closes so quickly. So Charleston has it, 1st and 10. They are at the Apache 26-yard line. Give it to the fullback. He runs right up the middle into a host of the Apaches. Adrian Hall, along with several other Apaches there at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and Steve, you talk about that defense. We actually kind of whooped up on them there in the second quarter. But whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they worked here in the third and the fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely. Pottsville only has 1 first down in the second half.
And it might have been a little motivation talk that they got.
Well, that could be it too. That could be it too. Shotgun formation. Now they bring it up a little closer. It was a pistol. Now it's a gun. They bring a man in motion. They're going to give it to the fullback right up the middle with running room. Ketter at the 20, the 15 to the 14-yard line. Boy, that was a trap blocking power play right up the middle down to the 14-yard line. Pickup of 11 on the play and a first down for Charleston. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game, and this ball game has been played predominantly on the Apache side of the field in the second half.
Yeah.
That's not normally a recipe for success.
Tim, we have a Pottsville guy here. Actually, he's a member of my church, but he is a Charleston Tiger by heart, and his name is Tim Beeson, and he sent me a picture a while ago of him holding up his Charleston Tiger blanket. So, Tim, if you're listening, man, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Direct snap. They give it on the end around, turning it up the field at the 5, the 3, the 2, into the end zone. Brian Ketter, the ball carrier, into the end zone from 14 yards out for the Charleston touchdown. So that will be a 3-play, 26-yard drive, and the touchdown run of 14 yards by 34. Ketter. And Charleston on to attempt the point after. They lead at 34-14 with 4:25 to play. And again, this game was tied at 14 at the half, and Pottsville had all kinds of momentum, having scored on their last possession. Point after kick is up, and it is good by the Tigers. 4:25 to go. Charleston 35, Pottsville 14. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
With the exception of the second quarter, let's be honest, this has been a game pretty well dominated by the Tigers, and they lead at 35-14. This Charleston team is as good as advertised.
Yeah, second half, it's been all Tigers, Steve.
Yep, Pottsville, again, unless I am mistaken, has 1 first down in the second half. 1. I don't think, trying to see, I don't think Pottsville has crossed midfield in the second half either. Adrian Hall back deep to receive the kick. You suppose Pottsville will get the ball at the 20? What's the
word? 20?
What's the over-under on that? 5 yards plus or minus from the 20? Oh, their low line drive kick that is going to be fielded by no one. It's going to roll into the end zone. And guess what? Pottsville's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Steve, you called it.
You know, that was one of the things that Coach Staggs in the pregame show really raved about, was the quality of the Charleston special teams, especially their kicking and kick coverage units. And Pottsville predominantly has started the ball deep in their own territory.
Wow.
And they'll take over again, 1st and 10 at the 20. Hate to say it, but I kind of believe the issue has been decided here as the Tigers lead at 35-14. So I would not be surprised to see Pottsville maybe go back to, let's try to execute one good drive here. I see Tyler Davis coming into the backfield, but he's limping noticeably. Cooper Duval checks in. He has the play. Play clock with 17 seconds as Duval leads the offense to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield. It's just Mahan. Duval in the shotgun. Out of the shotgun snap, Duval rolls right, pass complete at the 20 to the 23 to the 24-yard line, and then an upending tackle to Tyler Davis, and Davis is down, and it looks like he may have landed on his head.
I think I don't know if it's his head or his back, but he hit hard, Steve.
Yep, and the Charleston coaches are over there with their training staff immediately to check on him.
Yeah.
Clean tackle. There's nothing dirty about it. That's just one of those scary plays in football. As the Apache receiver is down across the way. Pottsville coaches and trainers heading that way now, but credit the Tiger coaching staff. Boy, they got there in a hurry. Both teams taking a knee now, so this will be a little bit of time here. Again, the pass completion moves the ball out to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. Apache player still down across the way, so we will tell you there is timeout on the field. Charleston leads at 35-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
When we need the help of legal services, we'll let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
And we are back at John Needham Stadium. Tyler Davis across the way. He is still down on the Tiger side of the field. Coaches from both teams are over there now. He is down in a place where I honestly cannot tell you what they are checking or whether there has, what kind of movement there has been, if any. So kind of in the dark here, Brother Jim. I don't, it's a scary situation when you don't know.
Well, Steve, and I think the way he hit and the way it looked like from our vantage point up here, it looked like he went up, he got upended. And a lot of times, if you get upended and you're flipping, a lot of times you will come back down on your back, your upper back, maybe your neck or your head. Mm-hmm. And so they're probably just taking precautions right now. And we are praying for Tyler, and hopefully he can get up real soon. And
yeah, hopefully this they're doing a lot of things that are just precautionary in nature, and hopefully the injury is not serious. Both teams again on their knees as things have kind of come to a halt here. Charleston leads this game 35-14. Play is stopped with 4:18 left to go in the ball game. We'll come back with more Apache football and hopefully an update on Tyler when we return after this 30-second timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family
brought
is
to the
your
sideline by the Apache training staff. Doesn't look like he can put any weight at all on that left leg. I wonder if maybe he got sandwiched between a couple of tacklers there, but he still hit very awkwardly, and he looked like he was very groggy when they first got him up. They have him on the sideline and on the bench now, and they are looking at that left leg. So we will refrain from speculating as we'll get play back underway. 2nd down and 5 for the Apaches. They are at their own 25. Tigers lead this game 35-14. Clock is stopped with 4:18 to play. Pottsville offense operating now from the 25. Duval with a snap. They give it on the draw play, and there are 4 Tigers in the backfield to blow that play up, and it will lose about 2. Boy, the defensive line of Charleston really got penetration on that play. Mahan had no place to go.
I wonder if they put on some raw hamburger meat or something at halftime because these Tigers, man, I'm telling you, this defensive unit here in the 3rd and 4th quarter, Steve, they have just been outstanding.
Yeah, and I would love to tell you that maybe Pottsville is doing something to give the play away or what have you, but this is just old-fashioned. We're playing better than you are tonight on the line of scrimmage, and when the defense gets penetration on every play, it's tough. Third down and long. Pottsville rolls to the left, toss it on the sweep across the 30, the 35 to the 36-yard line. Landon Mahan gets the pickup of 11, and that's going to be a Pottsville Apache heirloom legal first down, unless the penalty flag that's on the play is against Pottsville.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was on, Steve. There was some let's just say some banter going on.
Well, I think the Pottsville players are moving backwards, but the white hat and one of the line judges are talking, and now the referee will tell us what happened. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pottsville. So if it's a dead ball foul, the first down will count, right?
I think it will, but they'll set them back 15.
Yep. So that will keep the first down there, but that'll move them back from the 36 back to around the 21-yard line. So the penalty will move it back to the 21. Boy, that's frustrating when you go from the 27 to the minus 27 to the minus 21, and it's a first down. That'll make it a 1st and 25 because the first down now spots the line to gain out across the about the 40. Well, where are they going to set this now? Well, no, they're going to bring it back. I thought so. They're going to bring it back to where the ball's put in play. So it's going to be 1st and 10, but deep in Pottsville's territory. They're back at their own 21. Tyler Davis still on the bench on the sideline. They're still working on that left leg. We'll probably not get any further update on that. 35-14, Tigers lead it. 3:25 to go in the contest. It's getting late here in the fourth. Trips to the right. Duval with the snap. Option pitch. Turning the corner at the 25. Up the sideline to the 30. Makes a move at the 40, the 45. Another move near midfield and down to the 48-yard line of Charleston. On the pitch option, was that Mahan the ball carrier? Yes, it was. So the Apaches with another 1st and 10. Moves it into Charleston territory at the 47-yard line. A Pottsville Apache heirloom legal first down. Ball is on the right hash and Charleston side of the field at the 47. Nice option read there. In fact, you know what? From the angle we had, that looked like a forward pass.
It almost did, Steve.
I'm going to put that down as a pass completion, actually, because it looked like he actually threw the ball forward underhanded, which is legal.
Like a shuffle pass.
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 10 Apaches at the Tiger 47. Trips to the left side. They have abandoned the tee. Duval going to keep it himself. Coming left, starts inside, tries to change directions. Charleston way too fast for that, though, at the 47. 3 Tigers hit Cooper Duval. He falls forward from the 37 to the 36 near the sideline, so he'll pick up about a yard. First hit made by Wiley Carroll. He's played a good ball game for the Tigers.
Yeah, number 24, Eli Atkins is coming in.
2:13 left to go in the ball game. Charleston has the win in their pocket, but the Apaches would like to have a nice closing drive to finish on a positive note. Non-conference game, so it doesn't really matter for your playoff standings. Trips to the right side, one wide out to the left, flanker screen. The bubble screen completed at the 45. That completion to Furr. He makes a move at the 45, gets inside the 43. No, they're going to spot Furr down at the 44-yard line. So that after all that, it looks like he's going to pick up about a yard to the Tiger 44. 3rd down and 7. Ball is on the right side hash. We are under a minute and a half to go in the ball game. So Pottsville with a chance to kind of work on the 2-minute offense here late in this ball game. Charleston leads it 35-14. Trips to the left, one wide out to the right. Duval in a shotgun formation. Takes the gun snap, back to pass. Looks over the middle, has a man, and it is incomplete at the 32-yard line. Intended receiver was Aiden Grant. Grant was open on the curl route in the open area of the zone, but the pass kind of behind him. Grant had to change directions to try to make the catch, and they just couldn't make the connection.
Steve, I got some good news there. Number 22, Caleb Metcalf is actually up and walking. So
okay, it's good to see Metcalf up and moving.
Yeah. But and he was shook up a little bit. But number 21 is Tyler Davis is still down.
Apaches have it. It is 4th down and 7 from the Tiger 44. Trips to the left. Duval on the option, rolling left, turns it back up the field, gets inside the 40, makes a move there to make a man miss, gets to the 36, to the 35, now the 37. They're going to mark him down on the 4th down and 7 carry. This one's going to be close. Now I guess it's not close enough to measure because they're already saying Charleston football.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think he got a very favorable spot.
Well, not only that, this is awfully close. In fact, where that football is sitting, that's a 1st down. Now let's see as they move it from one side to the other. Yeah, where that football's sitting, that's a first down. Ball is inside the 38-yard line. The line to gain was the 38. Yeah, that's a 1st down.
Wow.
Wow, over on downs. Charleston takes over 1st and 10. Well, that's the second creative call we've seen this evening. Charleston with 1:04 to go in the game leads at 35-14. Charleston on the sweep to the left, crossing the 40 to the 42 to the 43-yard line, tackled inbounds. Ball carrier was number 24, Eli Huck. Play started back at the 37-yard line. 2nd down coming as Huck gets to the 43. This may be your final snap of the ball game. Scott in shotgun formation. Double slot formation. They're going to try flanker sweep to the right side. Now turning it up the field across the 43 to the 42. Tackle's going to be made at the 42-yard line with 25 seconds left to go in the ball game. We'll see if Charleston decides to run a final play. I don't think so. No gain on that carry. Ball is spotted with about 10 seconds to go. And yeah, Charleston's Coach May says that's enough. We've proven our point. Charleston is going to win this game over the Pottsville Apaches by a final score of 35-14. We'll come back and wrap it up from John Needham Stadium after this 2-minute timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Over 30 years, Miller Roofing Company has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
Making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Back at John Needham Stadium, not good news for the Apache fans as Charleston comes away with a road 35-14 win over the Pottsville Apaches. This game was really tight through the first half. Charleston got out to a 14-0 lead early on. Pottsville in the second quarter, though, kind of took control of things, and on their final drive, they went into the end zone to score and tie the game at 14. Unfortunately, what we didn't know was those were going to be the last points of the game for the Apaches. Winning the game 35-14. Brother Jim, your thoughts on the ball game?
Well, Steve, you know, the first quarter, we knew that this Charleston team, they were for real. They come out and they take a big lead. But the second quarter, we bowled up. And this Pottsville defensive unit, offensive line, the offensive unit, man, we got turnovers. We tied the score up going into halftime, and you really felt good. But the third quarter, I don't know what the Tigers ate at halftime, but they came out. They were a different group of people. And I'm going to tell you what, they came out in the third, fourth quarter. Their defense, their offense, they dominated.
G-Race Trucking sponsors our player of the game, and after discussing this with you and me and Mr. Smith over here, Justin got in, and we have decided that the Apache player of the game for tonight is Tyler Davis. Tyler played a good ball game on both sides. He created a turnover, got another turnover himself, and we're going to say Tyler Davis is the G-Race Trucking player of the game.
Well, Steve, and he did play a good ball game, and unfortunately there towards the end, he took a pretty good hit, and he is being carted off now, but he is going back to the locker room. But our thoughts and prayers are with Tyler, and we hope that his injury is going to be something very simple.
So that'll do it for tonight as the Tigers come away with an impressive road victory over the Apaches by a final of 35-14. We appreciate the work of cameraman Zach Byer, appreciate the work of Justin Smith, the producer on the stream. Stephen Barry was the producer on the radio broadcast side of things. Jim Huffman, appreciate your work.
Thank you, sir.
We'll have a visit from the Clarksville Panthers next week here at John Needham Stadium, so we'll look forward to that. Again, the final score, Charleston 35, Pottsville 14. I'm Stephen Glenn. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time. So long, everybody.